Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. My name is Amin Hassan. I'm joined as always by Big Jerv, Black Trey. Producer Sean is on the 1 and 2s. Oh man, where to go? Where to go? Oz, season 3 has started. We're full swing. We've got Adebisi. Is he reformed or not? We've got Schillinger being a dick. We've got the boxing tournament coming up. So many things to talk to about that. Also, BMF. This nigga Meech crazy. Or is he crazy enough? I don't know. But we get into that real deep as Meech takes the baby a step too far with a kidnapping. Also, who's famous in New York? Who's the most famous person in New York? Who could walk in anywhere without an ID? We know it's not Black Trey. But we're trying to figure out who is the most famous among them all. And you know, it's not even about New York. Who's the most famous person in the world? The answer might surprise you. It surprised Jerv. He thought it was Beyonce. You local ass Negro. But the whole reason we started talking about recognition without an ID is because Trey lost his ID in an Uber and had 3 opportunities to be a real New York nigga about it, and instead chose a Cali route. We'll talk about all of that next. But first, patreon.com/countthedings. If you are not an subscriber, you got to be a subscriber. You have to subscribe. You get the BOMM overflow episodes, and let me tell you right now, they're about to get real spicy coming up here. You really want to be subscribed to the BOMM overflow episodes coming up in these next couple of months. Also, you get the Cinephobe special edition episodes. Always a good time. Also, the live shows that we do via Zoom for our subscribers, Patreons, whatever you want to call them. Be a Patreon. It doesn't cost much. It's worth your while. And if you're already a Patreon, tell someone else to be a Patreon. All right. Trey, how'd you lose your wallet? Trey,
so
without vaccination.
So we're picking up off our conversation for the listeners that's just listening. I lost my ID. I lost my card holder on Friday night. Probably in the back of an Uber XL. I don't fucking know. Whatever, right? So mind you, we get to the next spot. I get out of the car. I'm patting myself down. I'm like, the car's already drove up. I'm sprinting. The nigga says, what? It's not me. I didn't drop you off. I said, it is you. Get out of the car. He says, no, it's not me. All right, fuck it. I'm not going to harass you.
Let him go? Oh, no way. Trey, not to cut off your story, but because I've got a similar story. I got out of the Uber also on Friday, and as soon as I pulled away, I had my AirPods on. As soon as he pulled away and I got in my house, I heard a boom of it disconnecting, and I said, fuck, I forgot my phone. And I literally just dropped my stuff in the doorway, turned around, and sprinted. Literally full-on sprint down the street. Now, my neighborhood is in a kind of weird area where in order to get out to the major street, they got to go back out and around and everything. And then there is a traffic light right there. But if you're on foot, there's just like this little grassy area you can cut across.
Okay.
So I'm like sprinting like fucking OJ in the damn Hertz commercial. I cut across the grass. I see the car. That's when the light changes. They're like, no, wait. And I'm yelling, hey. And then, of course, it's mad traffic, so I can't run out there and just sacrifice myself as he makes a left turn and drives off. But, yeah, man, like, I can't believe you caught up to the car. I would have been like, hell no, you ain't going nowhere.
So I'm like, bro.
Been that nigga.
We ran. I'm like, yo. He's like, no, I didn't drop you off. I'm like, yes, you did, bro. Like, I got out of the back seat. Can I just – no. And I'm like, because I'm like doing this, and the nigga just drove off.
You knew for a fact it was him, right? There was
no doubt. While I'm doing this, I said, "Yo, where is he at?" They said, "Right there," because he was right there at the light, and I'm in LES, right by by PMs. So
yeah,
at one light before you go into like I think it's Allen or one of those streets, the side streets right there, or Bowery, one of them, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dog, like it gotta be you, my nigga, like. It ain't no more.
That street is mad small. It's not like this. It's not 7th Avenue. Yeah.
And it wasn't like a crazy sprint. He's just waiting at the light. And then
legit, I would have ran to the front of the car and be like, "You're gonna have to run me over."
See, I wouldn't even. I just was so mentally exhausted and jogged. But while I'm going through all this, I gotta pee. Damn. I gotta pee really bad too. So you walk.
Hold on. You put the complaint in the Uber app, right?
It wasn't my call.
Whose call was it? Someone not there,
bro.
Did they put the complaint in?
Here's the thing. I'm like, when it's not about you, their concern's not going to be as strong as yours. And it was on
fuck that shit, dog. Push the button right now.
Listen, Jerv. I'm like, hey, bro, can you do this? Yeah, I got you. He ain't hit me back yet. But it's but you only can do so much because that's not my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, all right. Also, I have to pee to the point I'm doing the dance. And I'm like, the PB in New York, this nigga's foul. They'll piss right there in the street. I can't do that. So
man, you better get acclimated.
It's a bouncer nigga standing like this. It's a spot. I don't even know what the bar is, my nigga. He like this. So he's standing there. I'm like, bro, I hate to even do this, bro. Here's my Vax card. I just lost my wallet in the Uber. Please, can I use the bathroom? I said, look, I pull up my Clear app and it had my picture. So I'm like, look. Yeah. He sees, he said, all right, man, go ahead, man. I'm getting ready to go to the bathroom. The bartender said, stop. You got to make a purchase.
Oh, come on.
I'm like, but I forget. I got to pee so bad, I forget. I'm like, man, just give me a beer, any beer. He says, here, it'll be $7. I'm like, yo, I'm really about to pee on myself in this bar, bro. Oh. So I'm like, look, y'all got Apple Pay, something? Like, look, here's, I can't. So I had to call my boy. I said, yo, I'm inside this bar. Show your card real quick. Can you pay for the beer so I can pee? He comes in, pays for my beer. We don't even drink the fucking beer, bro.
I'm going to be honest with you. I would have made a scene.
I
would have looked at the dude and said, look, man, either you get paid for this beer or you're going to get pee all over this. Or either you allow me to pee in the bathroom or you get your money for your beer first and there's going to be something more than beer on the floor.
I wish I could really act like that to me, but it just wasn't in me. And I was so defeated by the day. But that was the one time I honestly sympathized with somebody that wasn't vaccinated, nigga. Like, I was like, I get it, nigga. But also, I looked at another point where you shouldn't go out.
Exactly. That's the whole point. So that's the whole point when it comes to these non-vaccinated people. No one's saying like
you gotta get it, but do understand. Do understand the rules.
Exactly. If you don't want to get vaccinated, that's fine. All right, but this whole going outside shit, that's not for you anymore. It's not for you anymore. It's for us. Yeah. And if you want to come outside, get vaccinated. Like, it's easy.
So listen, to even make to triple down on the sadness, my nigga. I ain't canceled my cards yet because I know that nobody's got in and took my shit yet, right?
Yeah,
I know, and that's the funny shit because people are like, "Oh, you'll get your wallet back." No, I won't. It's a $400 Go-Yard in New York. Nigga gonna take that. Then all my credit cards is in there. Everything's in there, right? So I'm sitting here and I'm like, fuck, how am I gonna get home? I call a Lyft using Apple Pay, $80 to get back to Brooklyn. My nigga, Amin, when I tell you I did not move off my couch yesterday, I did not fucking move off my couch. I didn't want to eat, bro.
Trey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have took the subway. I don't give a fuck what time. I would took the subway and I would have looked at any nigga trying me like, you just be practicing right now. And guess what? I'm practicing too. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
It's 2, 3 in the morning and the nigga on a subway just like movie vibes.
Yeah.
Don't even fucking try it, bro. You don't even know what type of thing I had.
For real, man.
I would have earned my New York stripes, nigga, being that upset on a fucking train.
You had 3 opportunities to be a real New York nigga. Number 1, you should have stopped that car by putting your body in front of the car, daring that nigga to roll you over. Number 2, you should have peed all over that bar, just everywhere. Like, yeah, nigga, you want this? All right, here, I'm paying for it with my dick. Number 3, should have rode the subway and fucking stabbed whoever tried you that day because they just didn't realize.
I'm paying for it with my dick.
And now today, I'm getting asked to be everywhere in their mama today. And I'm like, no. And they said, why? I said, I lost my wallet. Oh, don't worry, we got you. I got money.
I got money.
I got money, dog. I got my virtual shit. I can order food. I can do Amazon. Anything I need, I can order.
You hustle.
Because now
hustle harder.
Digitally, they change your number in app now. You know what I'm saying? They digitally change it in app now to a point where you don't even have to get the physical card no more. It's just like, here's your new number.
Yeah. Oh,
you know
yeah. So what I like about Apple Pay, honestly, is that every time I do a transaction, it shows that I did a transaction. So if I lose my card, I know immediately if someone is trying some shenanigans. Honestly, that's the most important part for me. The second most important part is, like I said, lose a card. Hey, here's your new card.
Hey, funniest, I never felt so broke of me. I told the group chat, right? And this nigga KD says, you still carry a wallet? He said, Apple Pay, dog. I said, I do that. But I said,
but you know what? No.
Hold on. I said, I got to carry an ID. I'm not fucking you. Like, bro, I'm not you.
No. You know what? Let me hit back. Let me hit back. Yes, KD doesn't need to carry a wallet. Yes, KD doesn't even need to carry ID. But guess what? KD can't go to some of the places that we go. So I told this story last week on BOMM. Like, we were going out and Cole wanted to go out. I'm like, absolutely not. You can't go out. This shit is over. Like, if we want to go to the movies, let's go to the movies. KD ain't going to no movies. You can't do that shit. You got to buy the whole movie theater. Yeah, and close that shit down and enter through a back entrance and all that. And like, it sounds cool the first couple of times, and then you realize, man, I can't just be bored and say, you know what, that new James Bond is out. Let me go check it out. I can't. They can't do that. You know what? I'll take my freedom and my brokenness above his millions and millions.
That shit was ridiculous though, because I really thought about it. I was like, damn, he kind of.
Like,
why do I
dog, card? I haven't told you the story about Lamar Odom.
No,
Lamar Odom played for the Clippers. Motherfuckers were flying to Canada, and so they don't do passport control on the way out when you go to Canada. They do it when you get to Canada.
Right.
So they land, and the motherfucker was like, passport. Lamar from New York. He's like, I ain't got no passport. All right, well, let me see your driver's license. He's from New York. He's like, I ain't got no driver's license. He doesn't know how to drive. This is when he first got in the league. So then the passport control guy was like, do you have anything with your name and your face on it? And this nigga pulled out Slam magazine. He was on the cover. And they used that as ID. On that same trip, my man Igor was an assistant coach. He's Serbian. Mm-hmm. Igor, with the Serbian passport, was not allowed in. He had to fly back to LA. Couldn't even make the trip as a coach on the trip.
That's crazy, dog.
Nigga, that's the difference right there, guys.
Oh, KD, bro,
he literally, if someone asks for ID, that nigga can just pull out like New York Times Magazine or Wired or whatever he's been on.
Well, nah, nigga, he's fucking 7 feet, bro. Like, nigga, that gonna be like, he's easily by far the number 2 most famous person in New York City. Like,
who's one?
Who would be one?
Probably like, I don't know, probably one of these actor niggas. You know them niggas, man.
Nah, man. Nah, he's not. He's not number one. Number one is what?
I said. By the way, I seen Chris Rock randomly the other day. I was like, "The fuck?"
Oh,
all right, yeah. But you said no actor.
I said number one's Hove, right?
It gotta be
the
Jay-Z.
hair and the.
Oh, I thought y'all were just trying to say people that still live there.
Spike Lee be bigger than him?
Spike Lee would not bigger than Hove. Because the thing about here's what I find. No, but I'm telling you, this is what I'm telling you. The thing about famous people is the taller you are, the more recognizable you are. The shorter you are, the more people are surprised. Because a lot of people don't realize a lot of famous people are short. Like these actors, Hollywood people, music people, they man short. That's what makes, pretty much. That's what makes like Cole, for instance, such an anomaly. Because this nigga's like, oh shit, you're tall. That's not the usual in the music industry. So I'm trying to think who would be the most recognizable. Now you're saying Jerv that Hove doesn't live in New York, so
yeah, like I feel like
heard that, right? You know when he heard that, right?
Come on.
When he was back home.
He's back home. I mean, if you're gonna say non-living New York people that don't live there, then yeah, easily. It's easily him, without a doubt. But
who lives? The people live. Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah, I think because I feel like anybody that's on the Knicks. Anybody on the Knicks, though, bro, you're tripping.
Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau can't go nowhere. Jerv, Tom Thibodeau can't go nowhere.
I'm not saying he can. I'm saying he's not the most recognizable person in New York. There's no fucking way.
Don't let that nigga say nothing either. If you do, then it's a wrap. As soon as they hear his voice.
Because nigga gonna either tell him how to coach or nigga gonna tell him how much they love what he doing right now. And
y'all being mad disrespectful to like baseball niggas too.
Nobody knows baseball niggas.
Niggas don't know.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Aaron,
right now, we would not know
straight up. Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. If they walk in at the same time, don't ask me to tell them apart. They both like skin, but
Derek Jeter walked down that motherfucking block. You know who the fuck that is? In the whole
Jeter live in Miami. Jeter Miami, bro. Jeter don't live in New York no more.
Listen, you talking about? It's a funny story about Derek Jeter too.
It's a ton of funny stories about Derek Jeter.
No. But I'm talking about he realized how famous Michael Jordan was versus how famous he was in America versus how famous he was in Paris. These niggas he flew out for Quade 54, and Michael Jordan is obviously considered a national treasure to the United States. So he has to have security. You get what I'm saying? Like that's baller as fuck when you're considered national treasure. Like nobody cannot fuck with Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that Derek Jeter could actually go in McDonald's and order a fucking Big Mac meal. He got the chance to eat in there, and niggas did not stop him, bro. In Paris.
Nobody knows who Derek Jeter is.
Nobody don't give a fuck about no baseball in Paris.
But I'm just saying in general, we're just talking about like globally, like nationally, like you cannot do a fucking thing. Think about how famous you have to be worldly known globally. Like Michael Jackson, I feel like the only that Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Muhammad Ali.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Muhammad Ali.
Niggas like Prince.
Yeah.
Like Muhammad Ali, niggas were in like villages drawing murals of him. They didn't even have a wall. They had to build a wall in order to draw the mural of him. That's how crazy Muhammad Ali. Like one of my favorite things in
soccer
the movie
niggas
Ali
too,
is
like Ronaldo and them.
Soccer.
Ronaldo,
absolutely. Ronaldo. There's literally nowhere in the world Ronaldo can't go to the jungle by himself.
No.
Ronaldo regular life in the hood. Niggas know Ronaldo in the hood. That's crazy.
Everywhere. He's probably the most recognizable person in the world right now. More than Jordan, more than anybody.
More than Beyonce, all that shit.
More than Beyonce, yeah. Ronaldo literally can't. He has no life, man. Motherfucker's a prisoner. Jerv, you don't understand, man. Yeah. Because there are places where they never heard of music, but they heard of fucking Ronaldo.
It's niggas that ain't all they got is a soccer ball. Them niggas might be sleeping.
Let me put it to you like Jerv. Let me put it the easiest way possible for you. Beyonce, hot as fuck, right?
Yeah,
we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
And what do niggas on the internet love more than anything? Hot as fuck women, right?
Right.
And she sings, and she makes bangers, and she's married to the best rapper of all time, and she makes movies, and she has a fashion line, and all this. Look up how many followers she has on Instagram, then look up how many followers Ronaldo has. That's everything you need to know.
Nah, yeah.
Instagram, the platform that's made for niggas just to look at hot bitches. Nothing else.
We're gonna find out right now. We're gonna find out right now how many. I think you said who?
No, yeah, I mean, I know his is crazy. I think Beyonce's is only like.
Okay, so I got the numbers for you.
359 million followers
for Ronaldo. You know what Beyonce's is? Beyonce's is powerful. Don't get me wrong.
215.
This nigga has 140 million more followers. That's a whole ass person. If you took that person and created an all Instagram account, they'd have 140 million followers.
Yeah, that's no man should have that much power.
That's what I'm telling you. Like when I tell you this nigga's popular on a level that nobody else in the world is popular. Some other shit, nigga. There's some other shit. Now I guess you could argue that nigga's beautiful too, but like I don't believe women are on Instagram the way men are on Instagram. Right. Because here's the thing.
Shit.
They are, but you know.
Not like us.
I mean, we're probably a little, we're probably a little more thirstier with it than they are, but they
a lot more thirst. They on that shit.
It's a lot. Like us, it's real easy to get a follow from niggas. Show
exactly.
But you can be regular as fuck.
That's my point. Think about that. Think about how easy it is to get a follow from a dude, right? And this dude still got 140 million more.
That's crazy.
I'm looking at his account. This nigga don't even post himself playing soccer. It's just pictures. Ain't no videos of his goals or nothing.
Nothing.
Just family pictures. Maybe a picture of him like on the field running or holding a trophy. But you don't really have a like, yo, did y'all see that crazy fucking goal I scored? You don't have that. You know why? You don't need to do that shit. He's the most popular nigga in the world, man. He
ain't getting shit off. He ain't getting shit off. That nigga just vibes.
Damn.
Oh, by the way, let me just point out.
That man can't even. I mean,
the soccer nigga, man.
I know he has a chef. I know he's got chef it up and everything all day, crazy. But damn, that man can't even just Uber some grub real fast because then everybody will just know where he lives. That's crazy.
Dog, man, I'm telling you. Like, think about this. Niggas spray painted nigger on LeBron's house. How'd they know where he lived? It would never happen to Cristiano Ronaldo. Not because he doesn't have to deal with prejudices, whatever. Because motherfuckers literally, that nigga might be living on the moon for all we know. Fucking space exiting back crazy. And forth.
I don't need that much fame.
I'm disgustingly famous.
You could just give me like, I'll take like Tyrese Maxey fame or something. I don't really need all that Ronaldo.
No. I'm gonna tell you the level of fame.
Maxey was just chilling, bro. You just gave it. You just shot the nigga.
I'm gonna tell you the level of fame you want. The level of fame you want is the nigga that's in every movie, but nobody remember his real name. They just say, "Oh, it's so and so from this and so from that." That's the level of fame you want. Also,
what's his name? Joaquin, whatever.
Who, Joaquin?
What's that?
No, not Joaquin Phoenix. No, Joaquin Phoenix.
My man that was in Eric. He was in Jason's Lyric.
Bokeem Woodbine.
Bokeem
Woodbine. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
I'll take it. I'll take that fame. That's solid.
And it's funny because niggas be like, yo, he been in the movies for 20 years and we still don't know the nigga's name.
You know, the weirdest thing is, Jerv, when I said to you, yo, this Ronaldo got more followers than Beyonce. I knew it was factual. I just didn't know by how much. So I thought it was gonna be like she's got 100 and he's got like 110. I didn't realize how crazy it was. By the way, to put it in perspective, LeBron has 101. LeBron has 101.
Instagram damn party because he had 100 million.
Hey, and I actually like to think that nigga's pretty popular.
Right, like that's the crazy thing. Like this is a guy who knows how to use social media, who lives.
He's on pace to make $1 billion, bro.
Right, like, and like has footprint bigger than basketball. He's got his hands in all these different things. He's doing everything you can do to be as popular as possible. In addition to being
Messi
great,
has more than Beyonce too.
In addition to being great at his job,
bro.
Messi's at 277.
Get some stamps in that passport, man.
Listen, it's a pandemic, nigga, and niggas will watch that fucking soccer, boy. That's the greatest. Listen, that's the most popular sport we're ever going to see on this curve. I don't give a fuck who they signed to the NBA. Nothing. I don't give a fuck who they signed to the NFL. Nothing is ever going to touch soccer, nigga.
Never.
Damn.
Never.
But yo, this shit was cool. Let's get into this BMF shit.
BMF. Oh, Meech is breaking all the rules, huh? Meech out here breaking all the rules. He getting family members.
So is he breaking rules or is he playing? All right. So I'm asking that question because sometimes it's hard for me to recognize where we're at in time, right? Like naturally, I'm thinking from a 2021 brain where I've heard all these stories about how, you know, how people do X, Y, and Z and yada 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 when they get in these jams or whatever. I wasn't as shocked that he did it. When it happened, I was just more so like, finally, we're getting into the shit.
Yeah. So I would say in the 80s, members and all that stuff, that was still new, right? Like that, like up until that point, people weren't doing that. And it wasn't until crack, because the money was so fast and because the addiction was so strong or whatever, that's what made motherfuckers like, you know, I know there used to be a code to this. And we talked about this during Snowfall, where all the codes start to disappear because just the money is too big to basically do that. Now, the other thing to me, there's two things going on. One is that I wouldn't say, based on what we've seen in the show, didn't feel like Meech had reached a point where you need to start going desperate times, desperate measures. Obviously, niggas stealing your stash is pretty bad. But to escalate it to we involve in family members now, this seemed like a very quick escalation for the guy who still hasn't killed anybody. And when somebody was killed in front of him, he freaked out, right? Because there is an element of that. They talk to each other a lot, right, Jerv? Where Meech and Terry, where Terry said, well, why don't we just kill him? Like, oh, you'll kill him now? Da, da, da. They always mention that to each other. This idea that, like, yo,
right,
we're not really killers. We're just doing that thing because
that's the Scarface rule.
Yeah. Yep.
Like no women, no kids. Update, by the way. They found my wallet and it's in fucking New Jersey, brother.
How? Wait, how did they find it?
The fucking guy, bro, being a dickhead, and he told me he want to get paid. I feel like my wallet's on a fucking ransom right now. Anyways.
Oh yeah, tell him I got like I can't pay you anything because my credit cards are all in the wallet. I'll give you cash, and then when he gives you the wallet, say, "Hey, fuck you," and then you just fuck you
because I'm sure you had some cash on you. I promise you that cash ain't there no more.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Okay.
Cash
for people, not
you have like a couple of singles and then just paper and roll it up.
Well, what the app is supposed to do is the nigga's supposed to get paid by Lyft $15 or Uber for the finder's
$15
fee.
for your wallet.
They pay them a finder's fee. They charge us.
Look, I ain't trying to make you pay no more bread, but I need more than $15 if I find your fucking wallet, fam. If I'm getting a reward.
I mean, yeah, at this point, he think he. I don't even know what's a logical number to get a nigga, bro. Like he inconvenienced me by not calling back.
$5. No,
I mean, yeah, your situation's a little different.
Hold on, he inconvenienced himself by not fucking stopping at that moment and let you just look in the car. Like that's exactly, the tax.
Dog.
The tax isn't that like, oh, you didn't call back or whatever. The tax is for we could have handled this like gentlemen. Right there on the spot, would have told my boy to give you a better tip.
Yeah.
Instead,
we would have worked something out. Would have got you lit. Now you trying to be sneaky, talking about you an hour out. Oh, bro. Yeah, man. I just ain't trying to hear it.
Fuck that nigga. But back to BMF and to answer Jerv's question. Yeah, man. Like I think that was one. Is like, yo, you kill it. Y'all ain't killers. You're not yet, at least.
Yeah.
So it felt like a really weird escalation. And second of all, I got a real life philosophy here that I try to live with. Never try to out crazy the crazy nigga.
Well, yeah.
We all act and pretend crazy, but like you got to recognize, oh, that nigga's really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really crazy. I'm just pretending to be crazy. Let me leave it.
Yo,
because think about if he said, "Well, fuck her." Now me stuck with that little girl.
He did. He said, bruh, he told Meech, yo, do what you gotta. When he said that, I was like, yo, this nigga's Looney Tunes.
Oh, yeah. He tried to, I think he honestly tried to push that level of crazy to see how far it would go.
Nah, bro. I think you giving that man too much benefit of the doubt. I think he just didn't give a fuck.
No,
that
he
man's
crazy,
wild.
bro. He crazy.
I mean, he gonna be crazy regardless, though. Now he done lost his family. He definitely about to go see.
But
I mean, well, spoiler.
Yeah,
I was gonna say spoiler alert. We okay. Go ahead. Spoiler alert. We got sent the tweet, right? You put that tweet in the chat.
Yeah.
So my theory goes out the window because I'm watching. I'm like, yo, he's got to die, right? Like, you got to kill him.
Yeah.
No,
this nigga's crazy.
No, he's too crazy to die.
This nigga crazy. This is how I know. First of all,
he's gonna end up in a Bing.
Really smart by Meech to realize this nigga's too crazy to even say, okay, give me my daughter, I'll give you whatever. So I got to get his henchman, right? You got the right hand man, show him I got the girl. Like, hey, man, you could be a hero or whatever, because that nigga won't be even a hero to his own daughter.
That's smart, though. That nigga fucked me up with that. Like, the fact that he played that chess. That was smart, my nigga. He said,
that was
look,
super smart.
You can come back and be the hero and deliver, because you know this is what he care about. Do he care about you or his daughter, or the blood is on your hands?
Yeah, because you had a chance to make it happen. You didn't
make it happen.
Full honesty, Meech wasn't at this point in time as like you were just saying, Meech. I mean, Meech and them aren't killers yet.
Yeah.
So technically, he really wasn't going to do shit.
Oh, he bluffed.
But in that situation, you gotta take the bait.
And escalating it, Jervis, he knows the little girl. This isn't a random little girl that he kidnapped.
She came back like I had fun with Uncle Meech.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't at this point. I don't know what happens to him later, but at this point, he definitely has it in him to be like complete psychopath. Like, hey, you're my friend or whatever. I'll kill you, just to make a point or whatever. But the other thing I was gonna say is, you know how I know fucking Lamar crazy? When he got kicked out the house, she closed the door. When that nigga turned around to the camera and he goes smiling, I was like, oh, here we go. That's a crazy nigga. No. Oh, but it's about to get crazy.
Hey, he's about to get really crazy, dog. And hey, I like the part where Meech was like, "Motherfucker said I'm flashy," and then it showed his 4-ringer ring.
The Meech,
yo,
all this shit.
That was good. That
hurt his feelings for real.
Yeah, that was well played. That was well written. I mean, you could tell it was gonna happen, but that was dope. Like they did a solid job with that or whatever. He is flashy as fuck, though.
Yo, how long does...
I mean, I'm sorry, but hold, let me ask you. I'm sorry, Trey. Don't mean to cut you off, but like, T's not flashy. He's got a big ass medallion that says T with a fucking to the fucking ankle coat. And like, I'm sorry, he's flashy.
Association with flashy, Tudo is loud.
Yeah.
Gazelli's on. They're both flashy, but Meech definitely. I'm with you, Jerv. I thought Meech was gonna say, "Me, nigga, look at you. You got a fur coat on right now."
Yeah.
I have like a Tommy Hilfiger fucking rugby on.
And it can't be that cold outside because Meech only has on like a light hoodie type material jacket. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this dude's got a fur on. Yeah, like nah,
man. I got a point, but like Meech also is ridiculously flashy.
Yeah,
like way too much.
Yo, the fact that old boy didn't smarten up yet. She borrowed him though. He's like, damn, she's like, if you ever found $100, would you do this? Because remember, he was like, yo, you've been acting kind of, all of a sudden you've been all on me. And he not even like realizing that she playing both sides, but it was smart that Meech like put the girl on her, like to kind of like even like park her a little bit. And I don't know how they let her walk that long ass wire into the other room so she could talk on the phone.
Yeah, man.
That wire was long as shit. Yeah, and then I'm sorry,
that was like a gas station iPhone cord.
Y'all already suspect her, right? Isn't it kind of weird that she has to now walk into a not even like she didn't even do the old school like you know when you're in the kitchen
around the corner.
Around the corner. She went miles down the hallway.
Shut the door.
Take this call. Yeah, and shut the door.
And then, by the way,
I'm surprised Meech didn't say, "Who the fuck was on the phone?"
Well, that, and then when she came back, she went with the "All right, cuzzo," like the fake. Oh, this is a friendly call. Nigga, there ain't no friendly call that goes all the way out there.
All. Not for you to be doing all that.
I can't wait till they catch her ass. I won't lie. I can't wait till they catch her ass. Oh my god.
So
she like, hey, so this is like Holly. Right? This is Holly territory on Power, where I just want her to fucking.
No, I don't hate her. I don't hate her yet, but
sorry
like,
if that's somebody's mama.
Want her to die.
Sorry if it's my mama that listens to the show, but she gotta go, bro. She playing.
You hate her, Jerv?
Yeah, I hate her.
I don't hate her. Here's why I don't hate her. Here's why I don't hate her, because clearly Lamar got her shook too. Like she's not just fucking shiesty to be. Holly was shiesty to be shiesty, right?
I mean, clearly, evident-wise, she wants to be the top of the top, right? She wants to be a dope girl. She wants to make money. She wants whatever her real goal is. But then at the end of the day, she's scared for her life, so she has to kind of play to the role of Lamar.
She put herself in this situation, though.
Yeah.
Did she?
No.
Is she not? Wait, hold on. Is she? Was she not there in the beginning, or?
I mean, they don't really, unless I'm mistaken, they don't really show us how she becomes the turncoat, right? I'm assuming that she just, or Lamar knows her dad or something. Isn't that it?
Yeah, Lamar. Yeah, so like this isn't like her coming like after. I got the feeling, maybe I'm wrong. I got the feeling is this is someone that she's known all her life. And so when she got on with these guys, she was already embedded. Or at the very least, if she wasn't already embedded, Lamar came out and said, hey, motherfucker, I know you're running with them guys. You got to break me off. I didn't get the feeling of her turning around and selling everybody out. Just like, hey, Uncle Lamar, let me holler at you. Because the relationship dynamic ain't like that. It's like, this nigga's punking her out, man. To the point where, like, even when she makes a good point where she's like, I just fired a shot to make it seem like I'm for real.
Yeah.
This nigga's still like, you trying to get him it? Like, so, like, I don't think, like, I think she's being leaned on by him. Like, if it weren't for Lamar, would she still be fucking them over? Is the question.
Probably not.
Yeah, so that's why I don't.
Unless somebody else from a rival game offered her a better bag, and then she just decided to sneak him for that.
That's why I don't hate her, not yet at least. Like I kind of hope she gets caught, but
how do you feel about what's the boy that she's sleeping with? What's his name?
B Mickey.
Yo, he annoys me.
I'm ready for him to go too. He can go.
Yeah,
he doesn't serve any purpose. He comes off. He's a
shooter. Everybody needs a shooter, man.
Head when he has a gun, anytime them niggas have a hostage, this nigga want to pop a nigga. He just so trigger happy. And Meech be like, nigga, stand down. Niggas be telling that nigga stand down. To
the best of our knowledge, though, bro, he's the only one in that squad right now that's got a body. To the best of our knowledge.
And not only got a body, but willing to catch a body.
Willing to catch a body. Yeah, everyone else.
Because that's important. On it. It's important to be willing to catch a body as well. Anybody can, like the willingness to catch a body. That's the thing, right? Yeah. You could be like Kanan, who caught a body, but that nigga didn't want to catch a body.
Yeah, he didn't really want to, and I think that's the main thing is that them niggas still are so strung up on their morals and beliefs as like God-fearing dudes. They want to live right, but they also understand that living this right path not going to deliver the lifestyle that they are. Like they're going to have to eventually play in this game. They're going to have to bend some corners and do some shit that they don't want to do.
A couple of things I want to touch on before we get out of BMF. One was, why are these niggas having this conversation at their mama's house? The scene where that was very powerific. And we're gonna have this full ass detailed conversation. Oh, who's behind the door? Mom. Like, come on, guys.
I mean, the only thing
I love the dramatic glass drop too.
You said what?
I said I love the dramatic glass drop.
Oh yeah. I mean, that definitely was written in, but I honestly do understand that because T is the plug. He's only meeting him here. He's supposed to be home at a certain time because he's still trying to pretend like he doesn't do this shit and mom's naive. And that Meech is trying to come do the pickup from what he's got, right? Because he can't leave and meet him at some like late shit. He could.
No, I get it. But then you don't have to talk in super detail. Like, think about the conversations that you have with your close friends or if you got a sibling. with your siblings. Like y'all don't be describing everything in detail, especially if you know, man, where we at. Like, first of all, just in general, I talk to my sister, I talk to my brother. Like, I barely, maybe like 5 words. Hey man, you got that thing? All right, cool. Like I don't need the good details because we know what we're talking about. But especially if we're gonna talk about something that we don't want someone to know that lives in this house, a parent, man, come on, man. No one talks like that. That was very powerific. And I'll give it to him because there haven't been many powerific scenes in this show thus far. You got to give him one every once in a while. The other thing was the scene between the cop and Pat at the barbershop. I love that. I actually love that scene.
They was acting their ass off on that.
Yeah, acting their ass.
Well, that's because there's 2 good actors right there.
Yeah. What he said. He said, y'all New York niggas think you just fucking, your shit don't stink. He's like, I wouldn't go that far, but we definitely slicker than y'all motherfuckers. And then the cop says, my daddy said, don't come around here with no open hands. In Detroit, we got closed fists. And my man Pat said, that's cute. Yeah, that's our whole fucking exchange right there.
That's it. Wood is so good, man, at his part right now. When Meech came to see him, though, I thought that was a good scene too.
Yeah,
the little punch, like, nigga, you still a little nigga, basically. You know what I'm saying? And tried to hold him. But I'm interested to see what Miguel give him. Like, you know what I mean?
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen to the cop? His partner followed him to the drop.
Oh, he gonna end up killing. He gonna end up killing the partner. Yep.
Nah, he's not gonna end up killing him. I think he's gonna put a check. I mean, he's gonna have him killed.
So he gonna need Meech to kill his partner.
Yep. And that's how he's forever indebted to Meech.
Pull him back in. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I'll get BMF, man.
But then maybe that's how they get to Atlanta.
No, well, I think
they're gonna have to relocate soon.
Yeah. No real life spoilers, please.
Yeah, well, I was about to give real life spoilers, so I'll chill.
Right, yeah.
Let me ask you this though, and I mean this respectfully, but the way they're portraying the way that they're portraying his father, yo, he's got to be the most annoying nigga like ever, right?
I hate that nigga.
Yo, fuck that dude.
Here's my
25,000.
Do black dads really act like that? I don't know.
Fuck no. 25,000, and you trying to settle?
Well, you know his cheap ass can't pay no bills anyway.
Because he
so you know
thinking about that mortgage.
And
that's probably a 2 year salary for him. Honestly, I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yo,
but the funny thing about
that's the whole mortgage paid off right there.
Yeah, but the funny thing about it, he just want that it's legal and it doesn't have to go through drug shit. Yeah. But then also I thought it was funny because he was like, man, me and Meech make that shit in a day.
In a day, dog.
But it's funny because Meech wants him to take the deal too, because they don't need no investigation. I thought that was an interesting.
That's a real smart approach because again, it's already hot. You feel me? So,
bro, they got that. Yo, they snapping pictures of you. Got a suit. Yo, me personally, again, I'm a square. I don't live that life. But if I'm living that life and I walk into this bogus deposition that's supposed to be about some hospital shit, and these dudes is coming out with 36 stills of me hopping out of knowing that my mom makes this and my dad makes that. Bruh, listen, I'd have been, Chappelle, I'd have wrapped this up. It's cool, take the bread, yo, we out. Yo.
You know what's crazy, Amin? That what it reminded me of too? You know how niggas get in those car accidents? And then niggas be having the neck brace, and they always joke and be like, yo, it's a investigation person following. Yeah. It might take pictures, so you can't be doing too much. I always thought that was funny because black people always say that. Like, all right, nigga, if you're going to oversell this shit, nigga, you better.
That shit real, bro.
You gotta buy into that role.
All I can think about. When I got in a car accident, niggas wanted to see if I was actually walking. I'm like, nigga, my leg is really broke.
You know, the funniest thing, Trey, is when I saw that, I thought about Frank Lucas in the scene in American Gangster where he went to the Ali fight. And then they snapped the pictures. When he found out they snapped the pictures of it, he came home, he grabbed the fur, he grabbed the hat, and he threw it in the fireplace. Mm-hmm. And I thought that's what them niggas were going to do. Nope. Niggas stay flashy. Niggas was like,
Fuck it, dog. We work too hard for this flashiness. But I understand the mom gonna kick them niggas out. T finally gonna embrace his badness. I think because this is the last.
How can they be so blind though?
Huh?
Oh, come on,
How
man.
can they be so blind?
No, because no. They know Meech is doing it, and T is saying, "I'm just borrowing my brother's clothes. I'm borrowing my brother's chain.
I just want to be like him."
Yeah, like I'm not selling drugs. He's just because remember, Meech is the older brother. Yeah. That's the thing that sometimes gets lost because T is bigger or whatever. But Meech is the older brother, so there's a level of like believability, especially if the mom. Mom wants to believe that shit, man. Daddy,
and it's good kid, bad kid now.
Yeah,
and she's hanging on. She's hanging on to that little innocence of T and saying like, "No way, he got good grades. He on the honor roll. He doing this, that, and the third." And then Meech is like the castaway. So now that you see both of them are kind of tainted, it's like, oh my God, like he lied for one, but now. The dad was right because you know the dad gonna come back on some book. I told you.
I know, Drew. I knew.
Get out of our house. Listen, he gonna.
Did you see the previews?
And he got to move back into the house because you know that was her trump card on him the whole time. Like, nigga, you don't live here. Remember, she said that shit like 4 times that episode.
Hey, the nigga, I like this because the mom gonna probably dial back and she gonna be going, and then the dad go get his strength back and be cutting the fuck up on these niggas.
Nah,
don't come around.
You ain't see the previews?
No, Jerv.
I saw it.
No, I was saying because you know they about to have him on lockdown now, so you know the dad definitely going to get his I told you so on. Yeah, oh yeah, he's about to be a real bitch ass.
Hashtag right his moment, dog. He be waiting, bro, to just get that.
Yo,
you know, 25,000 is a lot of money. Like, bro.
So we make that.
Your dad work at Ford. Fuck out of here, boy. No disrespect to Ford, but no.
Yo, the last thing I want to point out is funny. Every time this nigga Meech was talking to Lamar's daughter, that nigga would start talking like this. Gotta get the ice cream.
Hey, why he was selling like that? I couldn't take the nigga serious because he looked like Derrick Rose. But then also. He was like Rose. He looked. Sometimes when he be doing his face, I'd be like, "Yo, that's fucking D Rose. That's crazy."
Yeah, man.
But he was just like, "Yeah, your mom. She had to run a couple. She had to go do something, so we can go get that ice cream with extra marshmallows." And then he turn his head, and the camera pan on him, and he gets the serious face where he's like,
"Yeah." I'm like, the Derrick Rose face. The Derrick Rose. I just hit the game winner face. You know,
where niggas holding him up. Yeah. Like, that's funny.
All right. So let's wrap it up with some Oz. We're on season 3 now. Oh, this is full blown Oz. Tretch is here. Tretch is in the house. He plays Snake Coil.
Listen, Tretch is selling the fuck out of Tretch. Like, if this was a moment to give Tretch a chance outside of Jason's lyric, it's like. This part was made for you, typecast.
Oh yeah, yep, super typecast. Nigga raped the mama, murdered the whole family, and taped the whole damn dirty deed. And meanwhile, Kenny has now become Bricks. I've been waiting for 3 seasons for this nigga to change his name. He's like, yo, my name not Kenny, it's Bricks. Yo,
they got him a hood name now.
Oh, got him a hood name. He started dapping him.
Should he be like 20 now? How old should he be in the prison?
Yeah, yeah, he probably about like either 19 or 20.
That's so fucking funny to watch the evolution of him and actually his survival. Because you would never think that he would, if you first time watching it, you would never think that he was gonna make it that long.
Yeah, no, man, and all type of shit going on. Hold on, let me see what I got here. We've got Miss Sally, which again I thought that was going on from the beginning. Miss Sally is a TV show that they watch. It's like Sesame Street because she got the titties. No, and she has like her titties get more and more outrageous as the show goes on.
Yo, to see his face when he said, "Yo, what the fuck is y'all watching?" And they was like, "Wait for it." Oh, right here.
It's the part.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's some horny shit, man.
Yeah,
horny ass shit. When you watching that.
That was like BBM or something. That was like Lamb Chop's Playhouse. That type lady. Just like
the niggas is horny, man.
Horny ass niggas, man.
Let's see. Schillinger up to no good. He said, because Scott Ross' sister came to see Zaid for the case, and he was like, "Oh, I see what you're doing. You trying to get with the white meat or whatever." And it's like, no, it was a business meeting. Like, what kind of business? Monkey business? Dog, I laughed so hard when he said that.
He's hilarious.
Schillinger's the biggest fucking asshole, man. The part where they rolled up on Cyril in the cafeteria when he was without Ryan, and Robson comes up to him like, I remember me from Gen Pop. I'm Vern Schillinger's friend, and Schillinger in the background, he just wink. He didn't get to say shit. He just in the background wink at Cyril. These niggas are assholes, man. The worst. They tried to set up Schillinger. That shit didn't work. The nigga was too nice with the MMA pads. What else? McManus called Leo a nigger twice.
It was built up. It was built up. It was coming.
Look, there's context. Watch the show. He didn't just call him a nigger out the blue, but it was still funny. I mean, that's why I like Oz makes me laugh so many times, man. When Claire Howell, the new CEO, comes in, and like
she came in super horny,
trying to fuck McManus. And then,
by the way, McManus is, I mean, this
super horny.
I don't know.
That
yeah,
like
McManus
nigga,
is like, oh, it's a new one. Yeah,
I was like, nigga, are you in prison?
He a savage. He be spending so. Listen, he embodied the whole mentality. It's like he don't have no outside life, bro. He really
probably don't, bro.
He be locked in so much, and then once he see the first piece of ass, he be on it, bro.
Yo, and she threw this at him too. He was just like,
she definitely threw it. She definitely threw it. But like McManus, like, yo, nigga, you're not locked up. You know, you can leave and go holler at bitches, man. This nigga fucks exclusively only from the prison population. Like, what's her name? Carmela Soprano.
Old girl from New York Undercover.
New York Undercover. Now this ugly bitch here, man. Like, this nigga has no standard. Yo, if Sister Peter Marie weren't a nun, he'd probably holler at her.
Yeah, he'd probably close because ain't no sexual harassment or nothing. He's just getting it off.
Nothing.
Oh,
there's no part of it. Yo, she's like, I thought you said it was over between you and well, not Denise, whatever her name is. It's like, it is. It's like, yeah, I didn't feel like that way yesterday. Her mom just died. It's like, It's like you said you had feelings for me. He's like, yeah, that was before I found out you were a cloying bitch. And then she hit him, and then there go Bricks and the other niggas across the way. Like, oh, that shit reminded me of high school. Like when you sit around and a fight start, you just, oh shit. Them niggas are talking so much shit.
My man Elliot was just beating his meat in broad daylight as the warden walks up and doesn't stop. Like the warden stands there for a couple seconds and he's looking like, what?
All right, nigga, what do you need there? It's like, I got you magazines. It's like, how many times a day can a man jerk off? And I said, unlimited, my friend. If I'm in prison, unlimited.
But remember, is that true? Remember that one rumor about that kid that masturbated to death?
Dog, then I'm gonna go out. That's how I'm gonna go out. In prison, that's how I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna be in solitary. Yeah, I'll read and I'll take naps and I'll work out, but
and then you're gonna get your shit off.
I'm getting my shit off left and right. Oh, and people are like, oh, I could never do solitary. I'm like, put me in, as long as it's like that, not the hole.
That shit look sweet.
Not the hole, but like the shit where you got a bed and a toilet, dog. That's all I need, man. Just some shit I can fucking lay down and I can beat off over here over the toilet. And I'm good, man.
I mean, shit, listen, if you in there for a long time, you're going to start thinking imaginary people in there and be humping the fuck out of them.
Just I could beat off.
Not imaginary people, Trey. Imaginary hoes. I'm going to be imagining like 3 ways and 5 ways and everything. Yeah, lick my nipple. You over here lick on my balls. I'm like, well, they'll open the little slit. Like, nigga, do you want to eat? Like, nah, I'm good. Come back later.
No, this nigga said, nah, I'm good. Come back later.
I will never be like Miguel Alvarez. I won't be out here clawing and fucking up my place, going crazy. No way, sir. No, sir.
Speaking of that, what's his name? How he sliced up the guard?
Oh yeah, Beecher.
That's the guard from Night Court, right?
No.
You talking about tall ball, bro?
That's not
No,
the
that's
guard.
not. That is not Bull from Night Court. Not even close. Not even close. No, he don't.
He doesn't look like him.
He's just tall. All they are tall and wearing cop uniform.
Oh no. I know who it is. That's the man that was in Coach. The remember that show Coach, the Minnesota
Coach.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen Coach. All right.
I've seen Coach.
He's older. I don't know.
Hold on. Oh, Dauber. Yeah, it is him.
Dauber. Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Oh, y'all want to hear some real? You want to hear some real crazy shit? You know who else he is? He is the voice of Patrick Star on SpongeBob SquarePants.
What?
Oh, mind blown.
Wow, bro.
The racist Nazi cop is also the voice of Patrick Star on this. So how about that? I'm telling you, this show has launched so many goddamn careers or blew up people, whatever. So many great actors came through here. We got my man also from The Wire, the cop, Seth. He plays the new CO that comes in, who is the son of Leo Glynn's partner who got killed in the riot in the 70s or whatever. Yeah, his son comes in, and let me tell you right now, that nigga was begging to be in the population and around the inmates. First day, them niggas checked his ass real quick.
Had him crying and shit.
Oh, that dude. That niggas, yeah, man. His story is gonna be a fun one.
By the way.
Yeah, man. He was very anti edge up for sure. Adebisi playing the long game, acting like he's reformed and he changed and all that shit. But then the nigga volunteers to be in the AIDS ward so he could get the AIDS needle. Y'all didn't peep that? Yeah, man.
I didn't even peep that. Are you sure you only watched the first 2 episodes?
First 2 episodes, bro. Adebisi with the AIDS needle. Maybe I'm remembering some shit off of this, but watch out for Adebisi with the AIDS needles. It's gonna be a bunch of them motherfuckers that he going exact revenge on.
Sick. Just passing it off. Crazy.
Finally, I forgot one more thing. Or 2 more things. Oh, one more thing. Yeah. The boxing tournament. Because McManus brings in his buddy from Attica, and he's like, "Yo, we had a boxing tournament." So, it was good. They said it worked at Attica, so it might work here. And so they proposed that every one of the racial groups promotes their own fighter. The Muslims, the Irish, the Aryans. I'm like, yo, why are y'all so cool with this? Just acknowledging
racial divide.
Yes, this huge racial divide that they have there. Then next thing you know, they show everybody working out and shit. And they said Cyril was a Golden Gloves boxer. And then my man in Augustus Hill said, I was a pretty good boxer too. And fucking Schillinger said, where? The Special Olympics? This nigga Schillinger be having bars. This nigga be having bars the whole time, man.
Shit is crazy, yo.
Oh, fucking, I love this show so much. I'm so glad we're rewatching it. Anyways, be on the lookout. So watch out for Adebisi's AIDS needle. Watch out for Claire Howell, because trust me, McManus ain't the only person she's gonna be fucking. Watch out for Clayton Hughes being a bitch and where that leads him. Watch out for the boxing tournament and that storyline. And then let's see. What's the 5th story? There's one more thing. Well, Schillinger just can continue being a dick. So that's gonna do it. Fuck Schillinger, but that's my favorite character, man. that nigga be having so many bars, man. This shit is so funny. I can't see. That's why it took me so long when I saw him in Law and Order as the psychiatrist. I'm like, that's Schillinger, man. I ain't gonna listen to his ass. Or the only roles other than Oz where I think he really killed it and I could accept it was Whiplash, because he's an asshole in that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man, because he's an asshole in that.
Forgot about that nigga, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, so before we get out of here, shouts to the OVO King. It's his birthday, Jade Hoy.
Oh yeah.
Somebody else. Trolling.
Yeah.
Nah, but shouts to Drake too. Happy birthday. And then also shows coming up. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Insecure. Got some bangers.
And you know what, man? Because obviously we're dropping this on Mondays. We can't kind of watch the shows that come on at night and still have them for you ready on Monday. So what we're gonna start doing is this: Insecure and Curb Your Enthusiasm. We're gonna start doing the review shows for them strictly as BOMM overflows. Yet another reason to be a Patreon. www.patreon.com/countthedings. Make sure you're subscribed so you get those overflow episodes that are gonna include for the next 10 weeks or so the Curb Your Enthusiasm and the Insecure reviews. Remember, this is the last season of Insecure. Also, I do believe we're going to have B on those as well. If you've missed B's voice over the last couple of months, she's coming back. We're going to talk Insecure with her as well. So make sure you are subscribed. And as always, thank you, Black Trey. Thank you, Big Jerv. Thank you, Sean, on the production. My name is Amin Hassan. This has been Black Opinions Matter, motherfuckers. Stay black.